Not losing, not losing that. So this is New England. This is freezing. I'm cold now. Fork and knife. It's the first spring day in New England here. I got this big hill to my right here. I got this beautiful woods behind me. Got a really beautiful river over there. It's the first warm day. The mosquitoes are out. They're right in front of my face. And we're just gonna look around, see what we could find, play with the atlatl, and just have fun. We're also gonna get something to eat. We brought food with us. So I think I got a little bit of maybe chicken in my backpack. I don't know. Wait, chicken in the back? Is that chicken? Yes? Okay. Yeah, so I'm right. Chicken in the backpack. And we'll cook that up and we'll just enjoy the day. We're gonna hike around, listen to the animals, listen to the birds. Hope you stick around, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the fun, hang out with us, and yeah, just have fun. So, in one of my last videos, I made this quartz arrowhead, quartz spear point out of cobble that I found on a trail. And I'm on another trail now, and there's just rocks everywhere. And whenever you're in an area like this, you could find stuff to nap. I could easily make a point like that out of something like this. So if you're looking for stuff for survival, anywhere along a river or creek or stream, you should be able to find stuff that will flake for arrowheads and spear points. So I wanted to show you what I have here. This is an atlatl, means spear thrower. This is caribou antler that I glued into this stick. It's really simple. This is a throwing dart, which is just a straight stick with a hole at the end, reinforced with sinew so that it don't split. And this is called a foreshaft. It pops out inside the animal that you're hunting. It fits in like that. This hooks into the back end like that. Then you hold it like this, you aim, and you throw. And I'll demonstrate that. This one I actually made a few years ago out in the woods. I was out for like maybe a month plus, and I just decided to make it. There's a video, if you go way back actually, of me making this throwing stick, atlatl. And I think I'm just going to demonstrate what a little point like this made of quartz that I just found on a trail worked it into shape. I'm going to show how effective that is just on something simple. Just going to fill it with water to give it some weight so when it hits it doesn't bounce off. We want it to go through. Let's see what happened. The point went into the bottle. See now, when you're hunting with these, let's say that animal's struggling, this thing pops off. This falls so you could grab it again, pick it up. This thing's running away, bleeding everywhere, with a spear point in it. big wound. So this foreshaft here, like I was saying before, would have come off in the animal. And if you want to see this stuff being actually used in hunting, check out Ryan Gill at Hunt Primitive. He's actually killed a bison with one of these. You can just check out his channel. I'll put it in the link below. But it's Ryan Gill at Hunt Primitive, and he's really an expert at these things. I'm gonna do one more test with this. It's wet and weakened. Like I said, it might come loose, but we're gonna throw it into the tree here just to see if it does any damage to the point at all. I see the point has a little tiny bit of crumbly stuff here, so I don't know, but we'll test it. We'll see what happens. Minor tip damage. It just took the sharp tip off, so I would just have to resharpen that, but it hit right there. Put a big gouge in there. So just for fun, just imagining something. This is what they used before the bow and arrow. Before the bow and arrow was invented here. This is like 12,000, 13,000 year old technology. And you would think they would use this for small game, big game, and probably fishing. It wouldn't be too hard to imagine. This is called the Salmon River. There used to be big salmon in here. Now they stock it, but I don't know if there's any wild salmon in here anymore. But imagine this scene 12,000 years ago with a hunter with his atlatl and dart, probably tied to this with a string so you don't lose your dart, just for fun. And I see a fish here. I'm imagining I see a fish here. Not losing that. So this is New England. This is freezing. I'm cold now. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's the end of that. I did not get the fish. So I kind of destroyed my dart a little bit playing with it, but that's okay. I have more of this at home. I guess I threw it too hard. This is the part that hooks in. I don't know what happened there. Probably threw it too hard. And this is old. Like I said, I made this one when I made this. So yeah, I threw it down thinking that was sand, and it was like bedrock. So the dart point got stuck in there, so I had to break it off. And when I jumped, all right, so I'm serious about that. Don't lose your primitive tech. You don't want to lose your primitive tech. You don't want somebody to find it and be like, oh, I found an arrowhead, and then you confuse everybody. So I jumped in the frickin' river. It's the first warm day. That's a river. Like, it's freezing cold in New England. And I went up to about here, and I'm soaked. And that was really, really cold. But yeah, don't lose your stuff. If you're doing something silly like that, make sure you grab it. So we're at this the park right up the way. We're gonna cook here somewhere. There's some grills that we could use over that way, but this is really pretty. Like, it's all kinds of bird sounds, and the creek sounds really gentle and slow. There's fire laws here, so you can't just have an open fire on the ground. If you want to cook, you have to do it on these grills with these picnic tables. So I think I'm just going to use some of this as a tinder bundle, some of this really dry leaves, and collect some sticks and twigs and get the fire going and see what we could do. Very dry. So we're going for dry twigs, small ones for now. I'm going to put that on the side here. And we'll see if we can get this going. So I just collected these bigger sticks to put on after I get this little twigs going. I got some flint, fire steel, char cloth. So, since this busted on me, we are going to sacrifice this for the fire, and I will be making a new video on how to make these soon. Anyway, chicken, barbecue sauce. Yes. So I am at a pretty public place here, but I wanted to try fishing in this river a little bit, maybe just a little. Right now it's only catch and release. It's pretty. I just wanted to get a day out. It's the first nice day in New England here. The sun is out. It's warmer than it has been. I just got to check the fishing regulations here. Let's see, what do they got? Trophy trout area, limit 2 trout. This stream contains juvenile Atlantic salmon. They must be immediately released without injury. So know the difference between a trout and a salmon. A trout and salmon stamp is required to keep trout and salmon here. Okay. I stopped here once before and I thought it was really cool. And really I just wanted a day out. I didn't really feel like going down deep into the woods, so just stopped at the park here. Take a little look around and have some fun today. Been cooped up indoors. Let's see, this one says the minimum length on trout in this stream is 9 inches. So I don't think trout is open yet. I don't think I could keep trout yet. If I catch them, I gotta release them. So I'll just pan around here and show you guys what I'm looking at. There's a little parking area back out over there, and it's just really cool little spot that I really wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, I did stop here once before and I really liked it. It's just really peaceful, really calming and pretty. I see some quartz in there that I could nap, but I have more than enough quartz right now, so I'm just gonna leave that be. Show you a little bit of the landscape here and all. There's a stream cutting through that way. I love that sound. It's one of my favorite sounds. If I can't sleep at night, I find that sound online and I hit it on play and I go to sleep. Go to sleep way easier with that sound. So, yeah, I figured I would come here today. And like I said, it's just a park, but it's a exceptionally really beautiful park. Is that worded right? Exceptionally really beautiful park? That sounds good to me. Anyway, I'll show you some more of what I know with some tools that I have, that I brought with me. And we'll just make it a day here. Have some fun. What are you making?
Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken. Gonna have some barbecue chicken. I'm starving. We hiked way back along the river over there to test out the atlatl. So I'm pretty hungry. Don't always have to go out into the deep woods to have fun. You could go out to these little parks with creeks, you know, sometimes they're right outside of cities. And if you're, you know, really craving the outdoors like I am right now, you come to the park. It's quiet, it's not too bad. There's some planes flying, there's some people in the background. There's people walking their dogs. All right, I guess that's enough of that. I don't really have too much exciting to say today. I guess I do. I jumped in the river. I jumped in the river to get my dart, my throwing dart. And my feet are still really wet. That was kind of dumb. I thought the bedrock was sand, so I figured it would just stick into the sand and I would be able to easily pull it out with no problem. But it hit the rock and went flying, and I had to jump in and get it. Oh well, I guess that's going in the video. You guys could laugh at me a little bit. She's just cooking. Sounds of cooking. All right, I'll get back to you. So I took this giant tin of my mom's cookies. I gave her all the cookies to eat. I wanted to show you how this works. I need the camera girl for a minute. Come here. So in here, I cut up an old pair of jeans. And this is what I use for my char cloth. And it's really charred. I also have a cotton ball in there. That'll also work. But I wanted to show you that with these old jeans, you could just throw them in a big tin, put them under the fire, put the top on nice and tight, sit the fire on top and on the sides, and it makes the char cloth. Some fancy park people here with some lobster. They didn't leave any for me. Huh. They also threw their charcoal right in the leaves. Right there. That's smart. Smells really good. Look at that sizzling there. Right there. Look at that sizzling there. All that grease from the chicken came out and is kind of frying the chicken on its own a little bit. I'm gonna try this piece. Wow. The barbecue sauce tastes really great with the fire right on it. You're really gonna like this. Save the turtles. Eat the crabs. I don't have any crabs today, but this is awesome chicken. And I got my fork and knife. Some barbecue sauce on the side here. This is probably the best barbecue sauce that I've tasted. So you could ask Leah, and she'll chime in, but I use this at fancy restaurants in front of the waitresses. I just start cutting the food with it. I know that.
Some funny looks.
She likes it. She thinks it's funny. I see nothing wrong with this. I even used it on sushi. And the way I clean these is I just rub them off with rubbing alcohol and scrub them with a sponge. Doesn't dull any, it's still really sharp. This is going to be extra sticky though because it's barbecue sauce and chicken. Was if you can't get out into the woods to do the bushcraft thing or the survival thing. Let me back the camera up a little. Yeah, if you can't get out to do the bushcraft survival thing and you're really craving to go outside, go outside anyway. Go out to the park like I did today. I wasn't really feeling too up to going out into the deep woods, so I came somewhere pretty. I'm really enjoying myself and using my stone tools. It smells like barbecue now. I'm having a delicious chicken. I'm with a pretty girl. It's better than sitting around on the computer at home, I can tell you that. I think I'm gonna try a few casts in there before I head out. I don't think I could keep anything right now, but I'm still gonna try it. See if we could catch a 9-inch trout. 9-inch trout.
Look.
Well, good luck around here. It's easy for like Woodbeard. Goes out into the middle of a lake and catches something like that.
Yeah, lake trout.
Lake trout.
Is this brook trout?
I think it would be brook trout, yeah. These guys up in Canada are spoiled. I'm telling you, they're spoiled. I'm straight up saying it. Well, from what he tells me, you can't get anywhere near deer. But here you can get really close to deer. So maybe we're a little spoiled too, but
Different ways.
yeah.
It might be rainbow trout.
I don't know.
Or brown.
I don't know. I don't know what's in here. If you want to practice your bushcraft survival stuff, parks are really accessible for people to go to. And yeah, there's people around and you might get some looks and stuff, but if you start doing stuff like this in public, maybe you'll inspire other people to do it too.
Give them permission.
Yeah, you give them permission to do things that wouldn't normally be considered normal. For instance, like using a stone knife in a restaurant. But if you do it enough, maybe people will be like, oh, that must be the way to go, is stone tools in a restaurant. You might see people eating sushi with stone tools soon. Who knows? I don't know. I'm gonna finish this up and see if I could get any bites out of this river. I doubt it. It's still the ice just melted. So we'll see. Over there. You could do the bushcraft stuff at parks, but don't talk. People will listen. If they see you talking like this, they'll think you're talking to yourself. And then they might call the cops and say you're crazy. Especially if you're holding a stone knife in your hand talking to yourself. Yeah.
We never bring napkins.
That would make a good bushcraft napkin. Every video where I'm eating like this, I'm like,
What do I do?
what do I do? Well, there's a creek right there. I could wash my hands in the creek.
We need to make bushcraft napkins.
Bushcraft napkins. Mullen leaf?
Yeah, I know. That's
Mullen
came to
leaf.
mind. I don't know.
I got one more.
The hairs might stick to you.
Got one more piece here. Something about me is I'm very pro do what you want to do as long as you're not hurting anyone, breaking laws. Like, this is perfectly fine to use if you want to use in public. You're not going to get in trouble for this. People just look at you weird. But that's fine. Let them look weird. Because it's funny as shit. I love making people look at me like, oh my god, what is this guy doing? I'm cutting chicken with a stone knife.
Don't see that every day. I do.
She sees it every day. Anyway, I'm done with my meal. I'll block out the sun here so you can see. Gotta use them. If you can't use them on wild game, use them on chicken. Or sushi. So I went and bought all of this. Like maybe 500 bottles. Along with like all of the toilet paper. I don't know why I need... What? I don't know why I would need that much toilet paper, but... Okay. So...
So stupid.
So, to sterilize these knives, this is actually a mix of 50 and 90%. So I'm just going to pour a little on, rub it off, make sure you get it out of the little grooves and cracks and stuff. And then I got a sponge. I'm just going to use the light side of the sponge to get all the chicken gunk and barbecue sauce off. And you really want to try these little hinges in these rocks that you want to get that stuff out of. Otherwise it'll sit there and rot. But you just keep using the sponge, taking it off. Good to go. Still sharp, didn't dull it at all. Ow, but sharp, blunt, ow. And then when you get home, after doing this, like this is for if you're out for a long period of time like I am, you know, just rubbing alcohol, water if you have it. When you get home, really, really hot water, scrub the hell out of it. And maybe just even some dish soap or something along that lines if, you know, you're into those modern things like that. Anyway, this is good to go. Going back in my pocket. Waiting the next chicken or pig or whatever. Squirrel? I don't know. Whatever I eat next. This one here, just for the hell of it, I'm going to show. There is a weak spot going through it. You see that line there? If you see that in any of your tools, that's a weak spot. So that's why I didn't notch in here and put it on a handle. But this side is good. This side has very little. So, as is, like this, just to slide in my pocket, with that imperfection in there is fine. It won't break using it like this. It might break if you, you know, jam it into bone or something like that, and that might break, but you're not going to be doing that with something that you hold in your hand. You're going to want a handle on it. Make sure you put a handle on it if you're doing any heavy duty work. Keep it away from your hand so you don't break it and cut yourself. Still smells like chicken. Let's squirt some. And polish it too. All right, enough with that. Not getting too many bites, nothing. Everything needs to wake back up again, and it's not there yet. So thanks for hanging out. We went on a little hike, we played with the atlatl, we did a little bit of fishing, we did some cooking. Just go outside. Go outside, don't stay home, don't stay at home on the computer. Go and have fun. Bring your family, bring your friends. Just go do it. Go out. Go outside. Keep saying it. So I'm going to try, for real, to do it once a week. If it's not once a week, it's going to be every other week. But stuff like this, stuff like the how-tos, fun stuff, exploring, adventure, hiking, fishing. When hunting gets around, hunting, stone tools, always stone tools. And huskies. Huskies. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Hit like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget. Hit the little bell icon too so you know that I'm uploading stuff. You won't see it if you don't. Do that stuff. You know how to do that stuff. So thanks for hanging out. Gonna head out now, go home full of chicken, and check in next week. Just make sure you hit that bell icon so you see the one I upload. All right, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you later. Oh, and just in case if you guys didn't know, I sell my stone tools on my Etsy shop at Vision Quest Outdoors. And you can check that. I have a link in the description of every episode I do here. And I sell my knives, I sell necklaces, and I do some custom orders if it's doable. So check that out. Let me know what you think. Also, for every tool, knife, whatever that you buy, necklace, that goes towards me recording more. So you help support the channel here. You help me out with those purchases. So thank you. And you get something really cool in return that I want you to use.